I have so much to talk about today. Like, I'm actually very fucking pissed. Actually, very pissed. Also, don't mind the fans. It's like really hot up here right now, in my room. um, but we really need to talk about the aftermath of Candace Owens and Nick Fuentes interview because I just watched basically the whole show of Nick Fuentes. He came back on Monday talking about the Candace Owens interview, and I swear to God, I am much more fucking infuriated than I was prior. Like, I think my respect for her went down from a 5 to a 2. Like, I kid you not. So, um, as y'all already know, like, Candace Owens and Nick Fuentes did a interview, and it was shitty. It was absolutely fucking shitty. Like, they had talked about back and forth bullshit, shit that happened last year that no one cares about. And to come to find out, as Nick was on his show talking about, him going to Texas to do an interview with Candace, is that this was during the time when Iran and Israel were literally like throwing missiles at each other. It's like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that it was during the time when we was at the heights of World War III with these motherfuckers going at it. Israel breaking that motherfucking deal with Trump, and Trump, basically was secretly in cahoots with Israel to strike at their nuclear bombing sites in Iran. And I'm like, what the fuck? So we already know like they was going through this back and forth about you said this about David Smith. You talk so much shit. Like it was a very feminine, catty fucking interview, if I say so myself. Like, and we already know like I'm gay, like, and I'm very right wing, and I know a thing or two about femininity. Femininity comes with want to bring up drama and want to go back and forth like a girl and want to go back and forth like a girl. That's what Candace did. Like, she was like literally on there talking like she was on a talk show like Wendy Williams. Like like actually like like it was like Wendy Williams versus Omarosa. Like like out of this world in my opinion. And I found the interview to be very, very catty, very, very petty. I think that everyone out there can agree with me and vouch, along with me that it was like so fucking far fetched. Like it was nothing that we expected. We thought that she was gonna go through this and talk about Iran, talk about Israel, talk about USSR, like talk about I don't know JFK assassination or talk about the current Trump administration and how everything has changed from from 2016 to now, or they was going to talk about like even how they've both been ostracized and canceled and basically been thrown out of the fucking group of Republicans that if you question this, you question that, oh, we're gonna throw you out like you're a pile of trash. And that's literally what they did to Candace Owens and Daily Wire. And to see that Candace stooped so low, I mean so low, I mean so inhumane, to be honest. Like, it wasn't like he said in the podcast that I just watched. He was saying that she lacked humility, and I honestly agreed. Like, I think the way that she was looking at him, staring at him in the interview, she just looked at him like he was a piece of trash, and she treated him like a piece of trash. And to sit there and listen to how he was, basically casted out by the right wing and the same people from the Daily Wire. And she didn't have no sympathy, no empathy, no nothing about it, no being relating to the to him being counseled by the same people. She didn't lack any humility, and I love that the way that he said that. By the way, like, she did lack humility, she lacked grace, she lacked respect, and I think that for a person like Nick Fuentes to come out here and to have risked his life, and he has been through the ringer way more than Candace Owens, or way more than any other person out there that has been criticized and ostracized for speaking against Israel and the Jews. she really hasn't even hit the brunt of it. Okay, you got some rabbis coming at you, the ADL coming at you. Oh my God, the ADL coming at you. Like, really? Like, oh my God, like, really? That's the thing that you're bitching about. Australia fucking said that, oh, you can't come to Australia because like some Jewish fucking organization said, no, bitch, you can't step here. Like, but it's like he literally doesn't have a bank account. Like, he doesn't have a fucking bank account. You are racking in millions, and then you have the audacity to fucking make it $2. I'm not paying for that, bitch. I'm not paying $2 for that shit. Are you fucking kidding me? And as he talked about in the show, he talked about how he feel like that she's a grifter because why the fuck are you putting this behind the paywall and then you saying you're gonna put it on Spotify in 3 weeks? Like, so you want everyone to pay, and he's like, oh, like, even if she get like 10 or 20K people to watch that, for every like $2 that she gets, she's making 40 fucking racks. It's like, you fucking disgusting bitch. Like, you are disgusting. Like, how fucking dare you? How dare you drag him all the way to fucking Texas to actually try to humiliate him? And then look at this. It didn't even go in your fucking way, you stupid, dumb ass bitch. I'm so mad at Candace. Like, I actually am mad, but I'm not surprised because I feel like she always takes everything so personal. She always, like, she can't just take things from a grain of salt. Like, she's always so serious about everything. And I think it's because she is a mom and that, she has to play that she is built different. Like, she is a woman that's been like built different. It makes no sense. Like, it pisses me off. It's like, I don't understand how people can sit there and like herself and not understand. Like, my thing with her is like, how can you not sit there and understand where he was coming from with just understanding his perspective and stepping out of yourself, like he said in the podcast, to just be in his shoes for a while, be in his shoes and to see where he's coming from. I think that they both could have related so much on being canceled and cast out. I think that he's been cast out way more than she has anyway. So it's like, it's very unbecoming of her, in my opinion, as a person that she claims to value, like, she values respect, and what she does, she always wants to give people respect and is known to give people respect and to be super nice person. But I don't think she was nice. I think that she was a bitch. Honestly, a fucking bitch. And I like that he was on the podcast. He said, well, bitch, I can tell you this now. Like, I can tell you this now. You sit down. I want my sandwich to be like, I want turkey and provolone, by the way. Like, that's what I want. You sit down, you bitch. You girl boss bitch. And I feel like right, like, put her in her fucking place. Like, how dare she just sit there and like have like this masculine vibe, this feminist vibe. And like, what's so funny? I recently did like a interview, like not interview, but a reaction to Candace Owens and like 20 feminists. And one thing I did agree with them with is that like she does reap the benefits of feminism. Like, cause you could actually just go home and stay with your children if that makes you fulfilled. That's so true, and I agree with that in my video that I'm editing right now, because it's like, you sit here with this big dick energy, and you like to sit here and just like be like, you suck. It's like, why are you doing all this? But what really kills me is that he actually, like, initially he wanted to come in there with good faith and actually to basically put down his arms and to actually just talk about the issues at hand and topics that we actually care about, especially with the war with Iran and Israel. I think that was like very, very important to talk about, especially if that was the issue that was happening at that time when they did the interview, because everything's pre-recorded. My thing is like, you mean to tell me that he actually had a conversation with you and said like, I don't want this to be an ambush, and she's like, oh, I don't set people up. Well, how you say you don't set people up? But look at your fucking, what was it? The trailer. The trailer was so disappointing. Like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow. Like, she got him to say like, oh, So do you hate Jews or not? And did she edit to like say, well, like as if like he was gonna say, yeah, I do. Like he doesn't. He criticizes Jews. He criticizes Israel, and I think that's perfectly fine. And even if he did, like, who cares? I don't care. Like, I hate almost every fucking body. I don't like nobody. I think if anything, I can't even say it on her because I know like they gonna flag me. But like, I can't even say I don't like nobody. I don't like if you're black, white, gay, trans, um, um, Indian, Hispanic, whatever. I don't care. I don't like you. I like people for who they are, but like for the most part, I don't like no one. I think that everyone is full of shit. I think that everyone is hypocrites for sure, and I think that even I could be a hypocrite too sometimes, but way less than more than the majority of people out there. And I just don't. I don't, and I call shit how it is. I think that she can't smell her own shit, and and this interview just like spoke so much volumes about who she truly is. She is a fucking money hungry bitch. She's a money hungry bitch. She's a liar. She's not. She doesn't have any type of humility, and I don't understand that from a person who's closer to God and that claims to be a Catholic and things like that. I feel like that he was way more, you know, be like being true to himself, being honest, being a good faith person, and then for her to act like that, I felt like I was betrayed, to be honest. Like, even though I was sitting right there, and I feel like I was set up. I feel like I was fucking set up. Like, you were supposed to be that girl to like come out here and tell the truth, be transparent and diplomatic, and actually just put your swords down for a minute because this is really important. I think that this was a collab that everybody wanted. Like, it doesn't matter if you was liberal, right wing, center, whatever. Like, everyone was like, oh, we want Nick Fuentes and Candace Owens to actually like act like to collab and talk about real issues at hand, but she chose to be petty and be like a high school mean girl in front of a man. It was just like, bitch, know your fucking place. You saying make him a sandwich? No, bitch, actually go make your man a sandwich and sit the fuck down because I think your hormones got way too elevated during that fucking interview and you took everything to heart. I couldn't believe it. And then the fact that he actually asked her prior, like, are we gonna talk about Iran or whatever like that? She wasn't clear about it at all. She wasn't clear about it at all, and I feel like that she set him up. And honestly, I don't even want to watch her show. Like I'm actually mad at her. Like of course I'm gonna watch her show, but I don't. Usually I'm the person when I come home and work out. I want to watch her show. I want to watch his show. I watched his show over her at this time. I was like, I don't even want to watch this bitch because I don't know who you are. Like, who are you? That's how I felt. I'm like, who are you? Because you're not the person that I thought you were, and it speaks volumes. It really does. Hold on, what did this person say? I can't see because I got my contacts in. Coffee, you might upset your 4 viewers. Shut the fuck up, you stupid dumbass bitch. You may upset your 4 viewers. How about you go to my last live and see how the 4 viewers that watched that? How about that? You go to my last live and you look at the 4 viewers that watched that. How about that? Everyone watches after. They watch it after, okay? But right now they're not gonna watch it because people are probably asleep. People are probably going to work. You stupid ass. This is recorded now so people can watch later on. You dumbass. Like, who the fuck are you? Get the fuck out of here, you stupid cunt. I can't stand people like that. You dumbass. Who the fuck are you? You're on my fucking channel. You had the audacity to come for me. Get the fuck out of here. I hate people like that. Piss me the fuck off. Actually, I'm gonna block you. How about that? That's what I'm gonna do. Remove. Bye. I'm just so sick of people. Like, I just can't stand people. Focus on what you're saying. I know. I'm sorry, but yeah, like I think that you know as a viewer, and I think that all of us understand that as a viewer, when we see people like this come out of the woodwork and set people up like this, we have to reevaluate ourselves as as viewers and who we watch, and to figure out whether or not we want to support them. Because I think that we all are so sick and tired of being, um, you know, basically just strung along by these influences, And I think that as a person that is right wing and as a person that values truth and honesty, I think that Candace Owens is so not that. I think that she is so dishonest. I think that what she did, it said so much about her and so much about so many other people out there, like Charlie Kirk, for example, or all these other people that are, in the influencer sphere, Laura Loomer. I think that these people are such frauds, and I think that people who are the most hated, you should support, because I truly do. Like, I'm hated by everyone, to be honest. Like, no one likes me. Like, whether it's like Republicans, liberals, center, doesn't matter. Black, white, gay, whatever, trans, doesn't matter. Fuck you. I think that people that are most hated, you should watch 100%. I think that he is the most hated, and I think that he is honestly, he is setting the standard of the people that we should watch and the people that we should engage with. I think that it's so disgusting to see, this infighting when things like this should be amplified, and that people should be able to, you know, to find someone to trust. And I think that in this collab, this could have went so big. It could have been so big if she put it on X, if she put it on Rumble. Like he said, and I completely agree. Like, why are you making people pay $20 for this? It was a shit interview, and I feel like she knew it. She knew it was a shit interview. She knew that she did a bad job. When have we ever seen Candace Owens do a interview where she has not been fully prepared, or she has not? I think she was fully prepared for this. She was fully prepared to set him up. Her and Dave Smith probably talked allegedly. I was just gonna say allegedly. They like to sue. Allegedly, I feel like that Candace Owens and Dave Smith probably was in the corner like, like this. Oh, I'm gonna invite Nick Fuentes over, and I'm going to expose him and try to set him up. But that's literally what I feel like it was. It was demonic. I found it to be demonic. I found it to be demonic, not Christ-like at all. Not Christ-like at all. I think it's horrible. I think that it just speaks volumes, and I appreciate him for giving us the truth and telling us like that prior to going on the interview that he said, like, let's talk about important topics, and she completely ignored it. I don't know, you guys. I'm just telling you right now. I think Candace may be compromised. Um. Anyways. He said, "Make me a sandwich, bitch." Exactly. I think it was so funny. She truly is. What the fuck? Who cares? Get the fuck out of my life. You cunt. You should take out the ear. What? So if I take out my earrings, I'm real now? That doesn't make sense. That's stupid. I think she is captured. She really is. Just like I think that Trump is captured. I really do. I think that it's really sad that he came out and said that the Epstein files is like a Democratic hoax. Like, and I'm so sick of this. Like, it's always like about left and right bullshit when it's actually like, no, are you the enemy? What about you? I know that there is a document where they was talking about where they were um what? Be a man because I have earrings on? What kind of foolish fucking take is that? Like, I could have sworn men wear jewelry and they can wear earrings. Like, what the fuck? That doesn't even make sense. You're retarded. Anyways, what was I saying? Like, I just like pissed me off. See, this is why I don't like doing lives, because people like that piss me off, and I'm not gonna let someone just like say anything about me. I will come after you. Like, I don't give a fuck. Get the fuck out of my life. Bye. Anyways, yeah, Trump. I think that Trump is definitely compromised, because how can you dare like sit flat in Gaza? You two are getting out too. Don't read the comments while you're mystery. I know. I can't help it. That's like, and my friend told me the same thing. He was like, don't do that. But I think that Trump is definitely compromised. I think that it's extremely disheartening that he came out here and said that the Epstein files are Democratic hoax, and that no one should be talking about this. I think that it's really important that we look and see who these people are, and why, and where they came from, and are they a foreign asset. I think that's very important questions to ask. And the fact that we have a sitting president that's telling his base to stop, don't even look at this, like, whoa, like, don't look over here, look over there. Like, I think that that says a lot, you know. And the people that support that, how you not what? Aren't we the same people who are against like LGBT disgusting piece of shit? Like, you know, reading, discussing, like the most overly sexual bullshit in schools, and like, you know, the pedos that's out there, um kidnapping children, and you know, having the maps out there. Like, you mean to tell me that we're not gonna even like see or ask questions about Trump and why is he saying that? Like, now it's making me think, like, are you implicated in this? It really, like, you have to sit here and have these questions and be like, I see there's many photos of you with him. I do know that I read like a document, or there was a witness that said Donald Trump was never on the island. But I'm like, are we sure? Are we sure about that? I don't know. I don't know. Just like Elon Musk, I don't know. I see people. I don't like to implicate people because they're in, you know, photos with other people. But I'm like, I, as a person that sits here and watch, and seeing him be so against trying to figure out where these kids were trafficked, who were these kids trafficked to, these underage minors. Um, why is he here? Why is Jeffrey Epstein here? Why is Ghislaine Maxwell here? Let's look into Ghislaine Maxwell's father. Let's look into who is Jeffrey Epstein's family. What was he connected to? Why can't we ask these questions? And why do you want to close it so fast? Why is Pam Bondi lying? Why is Cass Patel lying? Why is Dan Bongino lying? Why are all these people lying? I think that they want to hide something. I think it's because he is probably implicated in that as well. I truly do, allegedly. So I I don't know, you guys. I think that everything right now just seems like, you know how God, like, everything that is in the dark will soon come to the light. Like, I truly believe that. I think that's all God. I really do. I think that's all God. And I think that every evil will come to the light, and it will be shown to us. And I think that even though he was so different in 2016, so different, even though I was a liberal back then, but even I would listen to him and I would be like, "Ugh, I don't know, he just said," because I was young, like what, 17, 18, like didn't have any role models to put me in the right direction. I had to find my own path to where I am today, you know? And to see that, like, you know, back then, he funded his own campaign. He didn't have any. He even asked the Jewish like billionaires out there, "Do not, I don't want your Jewish money, basically. Like, I don't want your money. I'm going to fund this by myself, or my people are going to fund this." And everything has changed. Immigration. He was so against like the H-1B visas. Um, Prior, he did like a whole segment with Megyn Kelly and talked about how he was against that. Now he's for it. He's allowing illegals to be here. And we're going to talk about an illegal immigrant that murdered Laken Riley, which I think is so disgusting. I mean, I ain't want to get into it right now. I think, how you gonna give amnesty to illegal immigrants? Why? Because they're on the farms, they're at hotels, they're waitresses, whatever. Because he has said like we need H1B HB1 visa, you know, immigrants to come here to this country to even be waiters. But you grant them amnesty. What does that say to all the other illegals that may come in this country? Like, that if they're a good illegal, that it's okay. It's okay. I find it very disappointing. I think that everyone should be disappointed. I really do. I think they should be disappointed. And I don't support it. It just takes jobs from Americans, from me and you. But everyone likes to, you know, like ride him basically because, you know, he's been doing this for 10 years. He's been doing this for 10 years. But you know what? It's so funny. Like, he's an actor. He's a celebrity. I think it's time for everyone to stop worshiping celebrities, worshiping politicians. I think that politicians shouldn't be worshipped. Only God should be worshipped. You know, that's literally how I feel. I think that we shouldn't worship any man. We can admire them. We can respect them for the things they do. And I can give my tens to Trump whenever he does good. But we can't worship these people. We can't put these people on the pedestal. They're imperfect human beings. Like, we're all imperfect, sinful human beings, period, you know? But when things are going bad and promises are like broken and that stuff is in trying to bury Epstein like that, I find it demonic. I think it's disgusting. I truly do. But on to illegal immigrants, because y'all already know, like Laken Riley, she was brutally murdered by this disgusting illegal immigrant. His name is Jose Ibarra, I think that's his name, and he was in trial, and of course, like he was going to get sentenced um, for the murder of Laken Riley. But what's it in the state of Georgia? But what's insane to me is that what I read earlier this morning, I seen that they said that he's going to be put into a mental health facility. He's going to be put in a mental health facility. Can you believe that? A mental health facility. Because they want to check and see, like, oh, what was he mentally unwell, and that he didn't know what he was doing, as if he wasn't lurking in the woods while Lincoln Riley was running, and he, as if he didn't know that he was beating her skull in and doing God no God what else to her? And you mean to tell me that, oh, we need to worry about his his mental evaluation? Yeah, we have to worry about Jose Ibarra, the murderer of Lincoln Riley. We have to worry about his mental. I can't believe it. I was shocked. So we're allowing illegals to come here in this country. We're allowing illegals amnesty if they come here and be good. We're allowing more immigrants in this country when they want to murder and do sexual assault to our men, women, and children. Specifically, it seems like it's mostly white women. And this is what they do. Hold up. Okay, am I back? Okay, good. Um, I just, I, I'm just lost for words. I really am, and it's a shame. Disgusting piece of shit like that should be put under the jail, honestly, for killing Lincoln Riley and murdering any other, like, you know, American citizen that lives here, that shouldn't even be here. He came into this country in, what was it? Was it 2018, 2020, or something like that? It's crazy. It's crazy how they can slip through the cracks. And I think that was under Biden, 2022. Yeah, it was under Biden. When under Biden with the Homeland Security, the guy was in charge was Alejandro Mayorkas, the one who worked for the Hebrew Immigration Aid Society, who funnels and have big boards telling like illegals how to come here in this country. And look what happened. It makes no sense. But anyways, I'm gonna get into the comments now. Um, okay. Flag Gaza, you're disgusting. Deport 20 million extra men. Don't read. Okay, sorry. If they found out the whole list, trust me, the whole America would be arrested, as they should. It's wild how obviously he is trying to gaslight everyone. I agree. We wonder why so many dudes are turning gay. Okay, whatever. I mean, I don't think fully developed teenage girls to elf is that big of a deal, like blackmail worthy. And not to mention, many people around the world are involved too. Exactly, that's true. If it was boys, they'd be something to blackmail. Learn how radical Islam works. Your dad. Anyways, my son just graduated as a chemical engineer. It's It's illegal immigrants I have a problem because he's having a hard time getting a job. I agree. I think that the legal immigrants that Trump is wanting to come here, like the thing is that when they come here, they're on work visas. They're not technically legal. They're here to come to our universities and things like that, and to I think it was like if you stay in the university, if you're illegal that's on a work visa, you can be granted citizenship, and then you can apply to jobs and you get the jobs. And because it's cheap labor, by the way, it is. That's why Microsoft, Elon Musk, they all have, let go so many employees. It's because Trump is going to allow so many illegals, probably from, I call them illegals. I really do. I don't give a fuck. From India or from whatever to come here because they're much more smarter. No, they're not much smarter. It's the cheap labor. It may take years for them to become like employees of Microsoft or Tesla. Maybe not. Maybe they come here already prepared. And I don't know. I just found it to be disgusting because it only hurts like Americans, people who even like he said before, they should be working waitress jobs and things like that. It's any job. It's not only for the technocrats. Illegal immigrants is a fancy word for slaves who work less, in my opinion. I agree. He obviously can't be too insane if he made his way across the border. Exactly. There's like thousands of miles to get lost between whatever country he came from in America. I totally agree. Anyways, this person down here is so stupid. I can't stand you. I don't have a side. I'm not on either side. I think that as a mature person, as you grow up and you have a mentally developing brain, and I think that you're probably like what 40 something years old. You're probably like way older than me. You're sheep. You're sheep. You can't look at patterns and identify the problem, and that shows how low IQ you are. Like people who have high IQs or who are like just genuinely smart, they can look at the problem as it is and look at patterns as it is, and come to a conclusion about it. I don't understand you people that are just so loyal to a man. I don't understand. Don't listen to she is just trolling. Yeah, I agree. I think that maybe they're just Jewish. That's usually what it is. But anyways, I think that's all I have to say. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys for coming on here and listening to me. I even appreciate the people that hate me. I love you too. May God bless you all, and I hope that you guys come back again and watch my videos. And I feel like this is a good video. I feel like my head was like on straight. Even though I went off on so many people in here, which I don't give a fuck. I would go off again and again and again. That's just how I am. People like me, men like me, which you may not like, you may not agree with the type of man that I am. I don't put up with bullshit. I'm very honest. I'm very transparent. I give no fucks. I do love God. And there's many other things about me that's interesting. It is what it is. Diva. Yeah, and I'm that too. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. Always be America first. And love your country. Take pride in who you are and your country, because this country is all we have. Honestly, it truly is. Like, we're here. We were born here. We're blessed to be here. And hopefully God bless us all. I truly believe that. There's so many demons out here. It truly is. And it's scary. I just seen like a UFO, a UFO video yesterday. Someone sent it to me. It was this woman. She was like, this is a motherfucking street light. That's a UFO. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what's going on? I've actually seen a UFO before in my real life. I can say I think I have a story time on her. I can't remember. It's been very long ago. I was with my friends and we seen this red beam just go across the fucking like sky. I was like, what the fuck was that? And I took a picture of it. It was like falling. It looked like a beam that was falling. It was weird, but this one was blue. It was shaped like a UFO. Sometimes I think it's fake. I really do. I think it's like I think about Project Bluebeam. Did I ever heard about that? Where they're like basically faking UFOs and things like that to like basically make it something that that God's coming back, and it's actually not that. It's a way to manipulate you and to make you like submit to the government. And they basically take over the human race, basically, or something like that on those lines. And I found it to be so like eerie when I see things like that. 'Cause I'm like, what are you? Are you real or are you fake? Are you a real UFO or are you a fake UFO? Are you Project Bluebeam? So I don't automatically get like, oh my god, it's a UFO. I'm automatically just questioning things. Just like all those stupid, what was those drones everywhere? I feel like that was like literally China. I think that was China or something. I don't know what that was, but those drones that was around New York City and shit. Question everything, you guys. Um, what happens when the sick are working in the? Shut the fuck up. Anyways, I'm just stupid comments. I'm done. Okay, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.